The story of Elisa Lam is one of the most perplexing and unsettling mysteries of the 21st century. A young woman's disappearance, a chilling video, and a tragic discovery have all cemented this case in the annals of true crime lore. But to understand the full gravity of this case, we must first delve into the history of the place where it all happened, the Cecil Hotel. Opened in 1924, the Cecil Hotel was originally intended to be a luxurious destination for business travelers and tourists visiting Los Angeles. However, the Great Depression hit shortly after, transforming the area into Skid Row, a notorious part of town rife with crime and poverty. As the neighborhood declined, so did the hotel, becoming a cheap and grimy refuge for society's most desperate. Over the decades, the Cecil Hotel earned a macabre reputation. It was a place where strange deaths, suicides, and even murders were not uncommon. The hotel was home to the infamous serial killer Richard Ramirez, also known as the Night Stalker, who terrorized Los Angeles in the mid-1980s. Another serial killer, Jack Unterweger, stayed at the Cecil while committing his crimes in the early 1990s. With such a dark history, the hotel became known as a place where evil seemed to dwell, a breeding ground for tragedy. And it was within these walls that the mystery of Elisa Lam would unfold, a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old Canadian student from Vancouver. She was a bright, creative young woman with a love for fashion, art, and travel. In January 2013, Elisa embarked on a solo trip to California, hoping to explore the sights of the West Coast. Her journey was documented on her social media accounts, where she posted photos and updates about her adventures. On January 26th, Elisa checked into the Cecil Hotel. Little did she know that her stay at this notorious hotel would be her last. Elisa Lam was scheduled to check out of the Cecil Hotel on January 31st, 2013. But when her parents didn't hear from her, they grew worried and reported her missing. The LAPD launched an investigation and began searching for the young woman, but there were no immediate leads. As days turned into weeks, the search for Elisa intensified. Police combed through the hotel, interviewed staff and guests, and reviewed hours of surveillance footage. It wasn't until February 13th, nearly 2 weeks after she was last seen, that the LAPD released a piece of evidence that would captivate the world, a piece of evidence that would only deepen the mystery. The surveillance footage showed Elisa Lam in one of the hotel's elevators on the night of her disappearance. In the video, Elisa appears agitated and confused. She enters the elevator, presses multiple buttons, and then stands back as if waiting for something to happen. But the elevator doors don't close. Elisa then peeks out of the elevator, cautiously looking both ways down the hallway, as if expecting someone to appear. She steps out of the elevator, gestures strangely, and moves her hands in an almost frantic manner, as if she's communicating with someone or something that isn't there. This footage would quickly go viral, sparking countless theories and speculations. Was Elisa being followed? Was she under the influence of drugs or experiencing a mental health crisis? Or was there something more sinister at play? The video ended without any clear answers, leaving the police and viewers around the world with more questions than ever before. As the search for Elisa Lam continued, guests at the Cecil Hotel began to complain about low water pressure, strange tasting water, and even discolored water coming from the taps. On February 19, 2013, a hotel maintenance worker was sent to the rooftop to inspect the water tanks. What he found was horrifying. Inside one of the large water tanks was the decomposing body of Elisa Lam. The discovery sent shockwaves through the media and the public. How did Elisa Lam end up in the water tank? The tanks were secured with heavy lids and access to the rooftop was restricted. The circumstances surrounding her death seemed impossible, adding another layer of mystery to the case. An autopsy was conducted, but the results only added to the confusion. The cause of death was listed as accidental drowning, and there were no signs of trauma or foul play. Toxicology reports showed no evidence of drug or alcohol use, although the state of her body made it difficult to determine if she had ingested any substances. The LAPD concluded that Elisa Lam had likely suffered a manic episode. She had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression, and that this had led to her climbing into the water tank on her own. However, many found this explanation unsatisfactory. How could a young woman in the midst of a mental health crisis bypass locked doors, disable a heavy lid, and climb into a 10-foot-tall water tank on her own? The unexplained elements of Elisa Lam's death have fueled a wide array of theories. Some believe that Elisa was the victim of foul play, possibly at the hands of someone staying at the hotel or even a hotel employee. Others suggest that she was influenced by a supernatural force, given the Cecil Hotel's dark history and reputation for being haunted. There are also those who believe that Elisa's death was a tragic accident, exacerbated by her mental health issues. They argue that her behavior in the elevator video is consistent with someone experiencing a psychotic episode, and that in her disoriented state, she may have sought refuge in the water tank, not realizing the danger. Despite these theories, no definitive answers have been found. The case remains officially closed, but the mystery of Elisa Lam continues to captivate and haunt those who hear her story. The case of Elisa Lam has left a lasting impact on popular culture and true crime enthusiasts. It has inspired documentaries, podcasts, and countless online discussions as people continue to search for answers to this haunting mystery. The haunting elevator footage has become a focal point for many, with some dissecting each frame in search of hidden clues, while others debate the various possibilities that could explain her behavior that night. The strange circumstances of Elisa's death have also led to numerous conspiracy theories, ranging from secret government experiments to paranormal activity, as people struggle to find a logical explanation for the inexplicable. The Cecil Hotel, now rebranded as Stay on Main, remains a symbol of urban decay and tragedy, a place where dark stories seem to unfold. The hotel's history, coupled with the enigmatic death of Elisa Lam, has ensured that its legacy will endure as one of the most mysterious and chilling locations in Los Angeles. Elisa Lam's story is a tragic reminder of the thin line between reality and the unknown. While her death may never be fully explained, it serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of isolation, mental health, and the shadows that linger in the most unexpected places. The unanswered questions surrounding her case continue to inspire both fear and fascination, as the world remains captivated by the strange and unsettling events that unfolded at the Cecil Hotel. Her story has become a modern-day enigma, a mystery that challenges our understanding of what is real and what lies beyond our comprehension. The case of Elisa Lam is a reflection of the human condition. How easily the familiar can become foreign, how quickly the known can slip into the unknown, and how the mind can be both a sanctuary and a labyrinth. The Cecil Hotel may be just a building, but it's clear that within its walls there are secrets that may never be uncovered. Thank you for watching this documentary. If you found this story as intriguing as we did, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction.